Oh, here we go, baby. The Sharkadoodle-Doo, the Sharkalama Ding Dong, the fabulous Clark the Shark Show. And have I got an album for all of you today? Wednesday, December 5, 2024, I guess. Yeah, why not? Sweet. Level headed, baby. Here on the Sharky Show. And if there was ever a band in history that's like neglected or something, or one of the greatest bands of all time ever, and not just in my humble opinion, the Clark the Shark Show. This band, with all these great songs, great albums, I mean, one right after the next. I don't get it, you guys. It's not fair. This reminds me of myself, Clark the Shark, with GE. I never even got signed, not even to nothing, dude. Not even an indie. Don't ask me how or why, you guys. It's just the way God gave me all this talent musically, and then I tried real hard with it, recorded great shit. I couldn't have recorded better songs, you guys, from 1986 until 1992 when it all ended and came crashing down. When Blake Douchebag hit MTV and all that. I just couldn't go on. There's some people, that will ride the coattails. I can think of many. But blending in with the woodwork, that is not Clark the Shark. I'd rather just completely disappear and not exist or something. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's just confusing. I'm very torn on my existence as well as Sweet. This band who, when I'm talking about bands, when I'm talking about great bands, the greatest of all time, the Kinks, the Who, the Rolling Stones, Zepp, David Bowie, Sabbath, all that shit, Elvis. I want to include Sweet. I do, but I can't, or you can't, or I don't know. It's like Deep Purple too. They're right there, but you got to put them in, you guys. Sure. You have no choice. But this band with all these incredible songs, incredible albums, and the funniest, weirdest thing about Sweet is their songs that aren't hits, that are just album songs, are fucking awesome. And literally every single album, it is true. And for the most part, these guys keep the same four guys, the classic lineup. Connolly, all those guys. Yeah, they do, you guys. Mick Tucker. I mean, I feel bad for this band. 3 of the 4 guys are dead and gone now. And so there will be no Sweet reunion or, Sweet shit, dude. The one guy left has got to be in his 80s. This is so long ago. But to me, Clark the Shark, this is just like yesterday at Newton Middle School in Torrance. And I don't just mean, love is like oxygen. You got to hear all their albums. Every single song. I'm not kidding. Every song is like as good as Queen or Bowie or like The Who or something. They're fucking awesome. And man, it ain't right, you guys. It ain't. This is the album cover I know. Now, there's another album cover that I don't know. This one, I've seen it around England. Release, but in the South Bay, Torrance, Redondo Beach, in America, this is the one we know. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Yeah, I bought it. Go Boy Records down in Redondo or Zed, I don't remember. Peanut Records, Lomita. Somewhere maybe in Hollywood or San Pedro. Um, what an album, level-headed. Every fucking song here is incredible, you guys. I'm, side one, track one, Dream On. Only 253, but I like an epic or something. And of course, Love is Like Oxygen. Now, a lot of people get this confused with ELO. I think the same producer or arranger or something. I don't know. But what a song, dude. Scott and Trevor Griffin. One of the greatest songs ever recorded of all time. Times, plural. Love is Like Oxygen. Incredible. But every song on this album is just as good or better. California Nights, Strong Love. And then Fountain, I named, okay, when GE changed its name in 1994, it didn't really change its name, but I had to because of the BAM Magazine fiasco where I was like, dude, review my fucking, dude, what the fuck you guys doing? Review my goddamn demo tape I mail. And they got all mad. And like I was an unknown or something. And then all of a sudden, I wrote some letter that was supposed to be just personal between me and some guy or some people at BAM Magazine in LA. And then they printed my fucking letter in BAM Magazine. I'm not kidding, you guys. Word for word. They didn't miss one thing. And I was like, what a bunch of fucking dicks to do that. But then I read it and I'm all, oh, dude, I'm glad they printed this. This is true. And then all of a sudden, people were calling me, record labels, and people walking up to me like, Clark the Shark, I saw you in BAM Magazine. And I'm like, what? And I'll never forget, there was some girl, some lady, she's all, they just spelled your name right. That's all that matters. That's all that counts, Clark the Shark. And I'm like, yeah, I do all this music. I play all these gigs at Wilson Park, Hermosa Saloon, everywhere. Raji's and the Anti-Club and, dude, Madame Wong's and, dude, I don't know, everywhere, dude, we were playing. Or I was throwing shows with other bands. My band wasn't even on the bill. I was like a show organizer or something. Of course, for all the big shows, GE would be right in the middle. But because of the BAM Magazine thing, I had to change my name. So I called it Fountain. Track 5 by Sweet. Possibly in honor of Sweet, I don't know, but I just thought Fountain, catchy name. It's, it's kind of like, I don't know, like, Burt Reynolds, like Turd Ferguson. Funny name. I don't know, you guys. It wasn't a funny name. It was a good name. Anthem number 1. Lady of the Lake. I always think of like Princess Diana. They buried her in a lake, dude. It's creepy. Lady of the Lake. And Silverbird. Every one of these songs is as good as Love is Like Oxygen, you guys. It is. Letters d'Amour. That's like me, Clark the Shark, writing another letter to BAM Magazine. All I wanted this fucking magazine to do was do a review of my cassette. Or, dude, I could never understand it. There's thousands of musicians in Los Angeles, but they single out Clark the Shark to make fun of him or try to humiliate him or something. Get the fuck a load of you guys at BAM Magazine. And then not long after, I guess BAM Magazine would go defunct. Of course. Yes. You guys dealt with the immortal, great Clark the Shark. The humble talk radio guy from the Sharkerphone, not a microphone. It's a shitrophone. Not a Sharkerphone, you guys. It's made out of human shit. Letters d'Amour, Sweet. Yeah, I mean, what, dude, if any of you from BAM Magazine are still alive today, What the fuck was your hang up with Clark the Shark? They would not review my music. Was it because I was before Blake Douchebag and you would have had to have written, wow, we've never heard a sound like this. Grunge, what is this? Were you afraid of that, you guys at BAM? Whoever the fuck you were. Bart, man? Who are you, fucking Bart Simpson? BAM Magazine, Letters d'Amour. Clark the Shark just wanted a review. And then they said all these mean, hurtful, unfair things about me. Like I'm trying to buy a review or I'm trying to buy my way into the magazine. Oh my God. Get the fuck a load of them right here on the Clark the Shit Show. And Anthem number 2. Dude, what is this? Anthem 1, Anthem 2. It's like Blink 182 or something. But no, you guys, this is much better. This is sweet. Glam rock, heavy metal, rock and roll, atmospheric, but super melodic. Not metal, you guys. Don't call it that. I'm sorry. Hard rock, you guys. Like Van Halen or something, but more melodic. Like if you could take Van Halen and mix it with David Bowie, ELO, and Queen, or something, dude. It's so melodic, and with a little bit of the Who, Tommy, or the Beatles, like Abbey Road and Cheap Trick. A super melodic band with great songs. Nothing but great songs here. Air on a tape loop, dude. Yeah, you guys. Brings a tear to my eye thinking of this shit. Of course, Brian Connolly. Dude, and Steve Priest. Everybody, dude. Mick Tucker, great drummer. And Andy Scott. You know, dude, the classic lineup of this is fucking legendary. But why is Sweet so, like, forgotten or something? Like me, Clark the Shark, except for I was never even, like, nothing. Dude, I wish, you know, something. But these guys don't deserve to end up like GE, man. Fuck, these guys should be certainly in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. For sure. What the fuck is Green Day and Pearl Jam and Blake Douchebag doing in there? But not the Sweet? Really? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'm talking to you. Clark the Shark, 1-800-449-8255, the Shark-a-Lama-Ding-Dong, Shark-a-Doodle-Doo. I hope Sweet is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If not, dude, that's a tragedy here on the Clark the Shit Show. What an incredible melodic, atmospheric, I don't want to call them glam, I don't want to call them metal, because they're like Queen. Maybe they never quite got as big as tunes as Queen or something, but in some weird way there wouldn't be Queen, or Queen wouldn't be so good without Sweet, and neither would ELO or like a lot of bands. Punk rock, new wave, alternative, indie bands later, dude, everyone knew about this band, secretly or otherwise, or maybe openly. Me, Clark the Shark, certainly. Man, I feel bad for this band. Not only should they be known, but there should be a whole fucking room in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for this band. I hope there is, or there's gonna be, or something. And I'm sure, you know, these guys all died horrible deaths, and, you know, like Mick Tucker was in a bed, like, dude, it's just, man. I'm sure they did a lot of alcohol, drugs, and cigarettes, you know, like they all do. And it cost them. These guys died in like their 50s or, you know, early 50s and shit. And I think there's only one of them still around. God bless them. But this is a band you need to get into right now in 2024 if you're only 16, 17, 18 years old. Don't listen to Blake Douchebag. Don't listen to indie. Go way, 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 way back in time to the 70s. 19 fucking 70s, Sweet. and buy all this music that you can, you guys, at Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. I don't care where you buy it. Just Google music, MP3s or whatever, songs by the band Sweet. Sweet, not Sweat. That's sweat. That's like Keith Sweat. No, you guys, Sweet. What a band. I like bands that are unknown and forgotten, but in this case, you guys, it's not amusing and it's not funny. It's not ironic or anything. It's just a fucking damn shame. Right here on the Clark the Shark Show. This band should be certainly more well known today, but I mean, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, yeah, but I mean, if just for, the man in the back did attack and it turned into a ballroom blitz. Come on! How the fuck is that song not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Or I'm not even a dude. Love is like oxygen, certainly. It's a bummer, you guys. There are bands like this that great songs, everything's great, and then they go nowhere. You could kind of say the Tubes, except for, they with She's a Beauty and all that, they talk to you later. They definitely got kind of out there and known, but they're kind of a hidden gem for the most part. Like the Sweet. That being said, dude, Love is Like Oxygen and this album were well known at Newton School, Torrance, back in the day, you guys. It was. This was all over the radio, huge, and yet people thought it was ELO or like confused. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad, I don't know. And me, Clark the Shark, people say, dude, he's full of shit. Like, doesn't know what he's talking about, or he's in his own little world, or maybe I am, or you guys are right, or maybe I'm right and all you are wrong. I don't know. But I know this, the Sweet deserve better in history. From history, you guys. They do. Right here on the Clark the Shit Show. Certainly buy this album Level Headed, but buy all of their albums. Support them. And even if the money goes to Tommy Mottola or Geffen or Irv Azoff or, Clive Davis or whoever, dude, I don't care. Even if a penny goes to the one remaining living Sweetsman, the other guys don't, there's not much royalty checks coming in anymore to the families. I don't care. Buy it, listen to it, get into it, and learn about the whole history of the band. And you will discover every single album is amazing. Every song, I promise you right now, you guys, every song they do is as good as the big hit on the album. Maybe better. You will be blown away by this band. And you'll also learn a thing or two about a thing or two that you can be really fucking awesome on this planet Earth in this matrix and still go nowhere, or something like that. And the Sweet, dude, they hammer home that principle right here on the Clark the Shit Show. When you listen to this, think of me, Clark the Shark, and my music. And yeah, I mean, dude, I got to work really hard. I got to pay my own money and shit to get my shit heard. It's a labor of love, but it's also an impossible climb up an impossible hill, but I don't even give a shit. I'll take whatever I can get at this point at age 60, you guys. And I'm sure if the Sweet were still alive, 3 of the 4 guys gone, dude, they would want the same for the Sweet or something. Dude, this sucks. I hate to look at a band like this who are just forgotten by history, but not by me, Clark the Shark. I will remember them forever, and I hope the good Lord above, God, does too. Buy this album, Sweet, Level Headed. Buy all their shit, dude. Not just for the hits. Don't do that, dude. There's also, the band Slade. Don't get them confused with that. I'm going to review them too. They're good. But I like Sweet more. David Bowie really loved this band, you guys. He did. A lot of people did. Because they're more than just glam or metal or rock and roll or atmospheric, melodic, polished studio rock. They're, dude, like as good or better than the Beatles or Cheap Trick or, dude, think of the most melodic, fucking amazing band you can think of. Sweet is right there with them. I'm not kidding. Me, Clark the Shark. Make sure you buy this, and I'm out of here. Peace.